This is WENY News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
And I'm Nick Quatrini. Thanks for joining us for WENY News at 5:30.
Healthcare reform is a hot topic nationwide. Meanwhile, the medical community here in the Twin Tiers is expressing some concern about the latest proposed federal overhaul plan.
And our very own Kara Demers spoke to the CEO of Guthrie Health about what hospitals and their patients could face if that plan were to pass.
This latest proposal could leave thousands of people unsure about the future of their health care and even hospitals unsure about the future of their practice. Now, medical professionals are voicing their concerns.
We're 7 years into the Affordable Care Act. There were parts of it that were working well, and there were parts of it that didn't appear to be working as well as they had been planned. So it's not really a surprise to me that at some point there'll be a re-engineering effort.
Leaders in the House are now preparing to vote on the American Health Care Act. If it passes, the bill would have cleared the first hurdle in eventually becoming a law. And while healthcare reform has been moving quickly, it's this sort of suddenness that has the medical community concerned.
We're very cautious that people are able to get healthcare services, and when you don't have health insurance, we know that there are delays in care, there are shortfalls in care, and so we don't want people to lose their healthcare insurance suddenly.
The new plan could potentially drive up costs for hospitals caring for patients without health care. However, it could also reduce the kind of healthcare-related burdens that caregivers see every day.
There is an enormous number of rules, regulations, and requirements that are placed on healthcare systems. It costs us a substantial amount of money to meet those rules and regulations, and many of them are redundant and unnecessary.
Simplifying some of those restrictions would then allow hospitals to provide care more easily. Meanwhile, Dr. Scopoletti says he hopes lawmakers consider the effects of making a quick decision in the medical community.
Healthcare systems and hospitals really can't turn on a dime, and we shouldn't turn on a dime. We serve vulnerable populations, and we shouldn't be distracted from that.
Reporting in Sayre, Kara Demers, WENY News.
Hey, not a bad day today across the Twin Tiers, especially considering the fact that we started out in record territory 8 this morning at the Elmira Corning Regional Airport, but a lot of sunshine through the day, winds not much of a factor, and the temperatures into the upper 30s and lower 40s, but changes through the overnight period. We're tracking another storm system pushing in from the west, and it looks like a light wintry mix will break out closer to daybreak. National Weather Service has issued winter weather advisories in effect for the entire viewing area from 5 tomorrow morning until 11 in the morning because of some patchy freezing drizzle and sleet, but that will go over to rain showers tomorrow afternoon with temperatures expected to top out in the 50s. Here's what we're tracking right now. Again, some clouds well back to the north and west, so if you have any plans this evening, you're good to go. We'll have clear skies in place and temperatures slowly dropping back through the 30s, eventually bottoming out in the low and mid 20s later on tonight. Here's where we stand right now in Elmira, looking at sunny skies at this hour and temperatures in the lower 40s. Winds are currently calm. Up in Ithaca, just a little bit cooler. We're also looking at sunny skies right now, temperature of 35 degrees, and the winds there are calm. So our first forecast for the rest of tonight, we are looking for thickening clouds, some spotty mixed precipitation possible closer to daybreak. Temperatures in the mid-20s for tomorrow. An early wintry mix over to rain showers with a 5-degree guarantee of 51. We'll track that next storm system, though, and let you know how it'll impact your morning commute coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. We're tracking a developing story out of Schuyler County. New York State Police are investigating an incident in downtown Watkins Glen this afternoon that left multiple cars damaged. Details are limited at this time. At least one Watkins Glen police car was damaged, as well as a Guthrie Health van on North Franklin Street near the post office. Traffic on North Franklin was detoured around the area while the street was shut down. We're working to confirm details with police, and we will bring you the latest information as we get it.
A Schuyler County man is facing perjury charges after serving on the jury of a rape trial. Authorities say 61-year-old Gary Klein lied during the jury selection process and intentionally disobeyed the judge during deliberations. Klein is accused of lying about having no prior convictions and failing to disclose that his wife had been prosecuted by the DA's office. Klein served on the jury in the trial of Jeff Forney Jr. and Aaron Bowen. They're accused of raping an 18-year-old woman and dumping her unconscious body on the side of the road in Horseheads.
And we have new information on a story we first brought you earlier this month. The Rochester man accused of impersonating a federal police officer is now facing more charges. 62-year-old Richard Hoyer was arrested on March 9th on charges of criminal impersonation. He's now facing 2 weapons charges as well. Hoyer allegedly had both a switchblade knife and a police-issued taser when he was arrested. Authorities say he had been posing as a police officer for his personal benefit. Hoyer is released on his own recognizance.
A Waverly man has been convicted of assaulting 2 people, including a 2-year-old child. A jury convicted 31-year-old Maurice Durant on multiple charges of assault and endangering the welfare of a child. The charges stemmed from 2 different incidents involving the 2-year-old in 2015. Additional charges were filed after Durant allegedly assaulted a woman in 2015 and 2016. Durant will be sentenced in June.
A local sheriff's office received a donation that will help children in times of stress.
Earlier today, WENY's Brandon Menard spoke with the Steuben County Sheriff's Office about their comfort bags.
The Steuben County Sheriff's Office has teamed up with the Kiwanis Club to create comfort bags for deputies to hand out to children who are in stressful situations. The club donated the bags along with a $100 Target gift card to the Sheriff's Office so children can feel more comfortable whenever law enforcement is around.
So if a deputy responds to a crash scene where mom's being treated or dad's being treated or whomever, they can give them this to help calm them, also to keep them occupied, give them something to focus on other than the tragedy at hand.
The comfort bags, which will contain a stuffed animal, crayons, and a coloring book, will also give children a way to relate to deputies as something positive.
But this is just another tool that helps us relate and be more relatable to the children. And again, it shows the deputy is there to help them, not to take away mom and dad or anything of that nature.
The Steuben County Sheriff's Department says that these comfort bags are in every patrol car for any child in a stressful situation in need of a smile. Reporting in Bath, I'm Brandon Menard for WENY News.
And sticking with Steuben County, the Sheriff's Office says that their canine deputy will be receiving a set of body armor. K9 Devin is a 4-year-old German Shepherd. He became part of the agency back in January of 2014. Devin is certified in narcotics and tracking and will soon be certified in patrol. The vest is a donation from a nonprofit group called Vested Interest in Canines. His handler says the vest is a necessity for Devin.
As his safety is just as important as mine. I use him as a tool to help me when we go to bad calls or situations, but I also want to keep him safe too. I don't put him in any danger. I don't send him somewhere that I know for a fact he's going to get hurt. So just like when I wear my vest or my partners wear their vests, it's something that he needs so that ultimately he comes home at the end of the day just like I do.
And Devin is named in honor of Army Sergeant Devin Snyder from Cohocton, who was killed in action in Afghanistan back in 2011.
Well, if you're interested in learning more about downtown Elmira's food scene, you can get a taste of what's offered tonight. Elmira Downtown Development is hosting its 8th annual Taste of Downtown.
That's where we find our very own Isabel Garcia, who's live at the historic Arnott Art Museum on Lake Street, where the event just got underway. Isabel?
Nick, Renata, I'm live inside the Arnott Art Museum where this event just got underway about a half hour ago, and let me tell you, it's already packed. There's tons of parking spots that have already been taken up. It took us a little bit of time to find a parking spot, but the event runs until 7:30 tonight, so there's still time. Tickets can be purchased at the door for $25, and this event, Taste of Downtown, is actually the main fundraiser for the annual Street Painting Festival, and the 10th anniversary of that event is coming up this summer, so all of the proceeds help raise money for that event over the summer. And what you can find here are food samples. There's tons. We saw a sushi tray over there a little while ago, so we're definitely going to go check that out. They also have wine and beer samples as well. music tonight. There's going to be a musical guest, Virgil Kane, so there's tons of things going on. We're also standing right near a raffle. You can win prizes such as wine glasses and different types of wine, so tons of stuff going on, lots of things to check out. Again, it's $25 for a ticket at the door. The event runs until 7:30, but we'll check back in around 6 o'clock as the event gets a little bit more underway. For now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Reporting live in Elmira, Isabel Garcia, WENY News.
Thank you, Isabel. And coming up, the Food Bank of the Southern Tier announced the results of its annual Checkout Hunger campaign.
And we'll tell you how many meals are made possible because of the support from the community.